So the Indonesia Green and Affordable Housing Program is the brainchild of the Ministry of Public Works and Housing. This is after a 5-year of working experience. We've had a lending program where the World Bank had funded $450 million US. And that initial program, I would say, is a seed, it's a place where it's a soil that allows us to cultivate this whole climate resilience and just the whole idea of resiliency. Because essentially, government of Indonesia really needs to achieve large volume. In Indonesia, it's the fourth largest population. And on an annual basis, it funds about 200 to 250,000 of new housing. So it's a very large volume in Indonesia. Because of the size of the volume, the element in terms of resilience was not of utmost importance. It's meeting certain target. So it's taken us quite a long time to really develop for them this notion of heirs, which I've talked about, how to balance A, affordability, I, inclusivity, which is really allowing the government to go down market with a limited budget, R as resiliency, and S as sustainability. Anytime we talk about funding to the bottom of the pyramid, inclusivity requires a lot of funding. So really to balancing that, as well as really setting up system to be sure of this resiliency, and also to make sure that the enabling environment is sustainable. We are just at the beginning of the revolution or evolution. It's a sector that really touch human being, and I really feel the importance to make sure that just because the government subsidizes it, that we want to be sure that the people who receive that home, that subsidy, is in good quality, it's livable, and it also well built, safe for the people, and located in the right location. I would say that KGGTF has been super important. I mentioned the discussion I have with Korea Land and Housing really opened my eyes, because I did a study. They are starting a project in Karachi where they actually help finance front-end the slum upgrading in Karachi, and then using carbon credit financing. And I thought that if Korea Land and Housing could do something like that, we should learn and we should collaborate. So I think that this really is where the support from KGGTF, and really is just the whole idea of how do we basically transition an entire ecosystem. I would say that Korea comes in a much more advanced country. I would say that Korea, in terms of data, other aspect in terms of Korea when it comes to housing, is the smart cities type of indicators. It has collected so much information and data. And that's the other aspect of, I would say that the Korea Green Growth Trust Fund connecting us with how Korea does its data collection to enable to build good, strong, solid housing indicators so that the government understands where they should be building, where they should be supporting, really is super important. So I think that those are the two areas that I say that it's been very helpful for us.